Hello everyone, my name is BreadKnight. Welcome back to another tier list episode. Last time me and Bread completed the Mainline series games. This time we're going to do spin-offs, the more popular spin-offs. So if we don't have all the spin-off games, sorry, but this is the only one we found. So I'm here with BreadKnight today. Say hello, Bread.
Hello.
There you go. And so just a heads up, we talked about Coliseum and Gales of Darkness XD last episode. Sorry I put him in A rank already because we already talked about it. So let's get starting. We got phone games first, starting with Pokemon Masters EX.
Uh, in terms of gotcha games, not the worst. I
I mean,
played it a good bit. I played it a good bit before. It has really good music.
good music and actually a pretty decent story for a gotcha game.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, it's the fact that it's a gotcha game that really drops down. I say about B tier. What do you think?
Yeah, B or C, something like that for me. It's like it is perfectly good as a mobile game.
Yeah, but overall, some people actually like some of the character developments. Like everyone loves Rosa in that game.
Yeah, they have some interesting character interactions. I won't deny that.
Indeed. Next we got Pokemon Go. So
I mean, there's a reason that everyone likes it. I mean, it was sort of one of the most popular phone games ever created when it came out.
yeah, but honestly, recently they've been kind of struggling with it. The only thing that keeps this alive, honestly, in my opinion, is the two events: the region event that happens in February or March, and the Go Fest. That's literally it. Some of the raids are good. Don't get me wrong, but I say this isn't S tier. Clearly, I say it's around the same thing as Pokemon Masters EX, probably around B tier.
Okay, all right.
And then, yeah, but like I said, there's some things they did that kind of ruins the game, but I still think there's some good in Pokemon Go. Not a lot, but there's some good. They're still up to date after 7 years, so that's the first thing.
Yeah, Niantic's just good at making these kinds of games. They pretty much have their own genre, which is walking.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens with Pokemon Go. Hopefully, it becomes S tier again one day. Moving on to Magikarp Jump.
I've played it before, and it's a game.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I have never played it personally, but I've seen like my friends play it. They said they had a blast with it. I mean, from what I look at it, all you do is just jump. So it's like a funny meme game in my opinion, but I don't think it's.
Yeah.
You know what? I was gonna say A tier, but I have a strong sense of the strong sense aura negative that tells me I have to put in an S right now or else.
All the Magikarp stands are gonna kill you.
Yeah, let's just put in an S, just so we don't die. All right. Next one is Pokemon Unite.
So, honestly, Unite's just a good game. It's a bit unbalanced, but I mean, like, for a Pokemon MOBA, it's not bad.
No fighting that there. I mean, I had fun playing with like I mained either Venusaur, Aegis Slash, or I don't remember what my other one was. But I did main like Aegis Slash and Venusaur at the time. I say high A, lower S. What do you think?
For what I was expecting it to be, I honestly feel like it kind of deserves S just because it turned out not bad.
Fair enough.
Like, it wasn't a bad game.
Fair enough. I actually like this game. I mean, I still don't play it often, but it's still pretty good for its fan base.
I honestly would play it more often if just more people played it
You're
in
not wrong.
my friend community.
Next we got Pokemon Shuffle, and
I If I remember correctly, I'm trying to.
I can be real with you.
It,
I
from what I remember, it's like okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. I may have 100% this game.
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah, I 100% this. And yeah, I just say it's C tier because it's just because of the struggle I've been through just to collect them all.
Dang, I can't believe it. Giving Candy Crush C tier.
Fine, lower B.
Because
Listen. Pokemon Shuffle took the living soul out of me
yeah,
just to
you're
get that
interested in a
one,
phone game.
just for that one fucking Pokemon. Okay, I never thought the day I would see that being accomplished. I feel like there was nothing used up from it. No achievement was there for me to catch them all, unlike some other games. Moving on, we got Pokemon Pinball from the Game Boy Color.
Everyone says it's good. I've actually seen it. It's good. It's a
There.
good game.
Usually, most Game Boy Color games were struggling, but Pinball wasn't too bad. I don't care for Pinball as much. I say probably B tier as well, if you think it's fair.
From what I've seen from Pinball, it's like weirdly there's a lot you could do in a pinball game, which kind of shocked me. There's like Easter eggs and everything in there.
Alright, we'll put higher B tier then if there's Easter eggs. I can't see it being an A tier just because it's pinball. And really you get nothing else out of it.
Yeah, but it's a Game Boy game. Were you expecting to get anything out of it?
I mean, Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Gold, Silver has done it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
but it's whatever.
we got Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire for the GBA.
Um, about the same because it's not much changed outside of it just looks better and it has obviously more Pokemon in it.
Well, yeah, so we'll just put it higher B as well, just so it's better than the Game Boy Color. But now this next game deserves S tier. Pokemon Battle Revolution.
Ooh.
That game was the only Wii game besides Mario Party 8 I would ever play. Listen, hear me out. Bringing your Pokemon from your handhelds into a console game, that was a fucking masterpiece. And also, I like story mode where you get to randomize and see which Pokemons you can use. Some of them could be yours, some of them could be your opponents. That's an advantage in my hand.
Really good game.
What?
It's just a really good game.
It really is. I say S tier. Probably better than Pokemon Unite, just because it's one of the best. It was one of the first ones to ever have something fun. Now we got Pokemon Puzzle League.
I don't remember Puzzle League. I've heard of it. I just don't remember what it looks like or its gameplay.
It's basically Tetris,
Hmm.
but its own type of Tetris, I believe. Let
Are
me
you
just
talking about like are you talking like Poro Poro Tetris where it's like you're playing against another person?
let me see. Let me look at this real quickly. It's a version of Tetris Attack for Nintendo 64. It has a Game Boy Color counterpart, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. So there's both that and Puzzle Challenge. So they're both basically the same game.
Okay.
So any game with Tetris, I say it's fun because personally, I think Tetris is better than Puyo Puyo.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, do you like Tetris?
Tetris is good.
So let's put an A tier. We'll put both of them in A tier just because Tetris. Next, we got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team.
They're practically the same game, but I like both of them.
I say the only
They
thing
are. I'm heavily biased, so
I mean, the only thing I've seen people play this game, and the only thing people complain about it is the lack of story. But other than that, it was actually really good.
the gameplay is definitely the best part about uh the first mystery dungeon.
You're not
Is the, the gameplay is just really fun. I love the loop.
fair enough. I say S tier if you're okay with it.
All right, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not gonna complain.
All right, but also Explorers of Time goes there as well because it's also one of
Yeah,
the most amazing games.
yeah.
And then we got
Explorers,
um,
we have Darkness, which is literally just time,
all right, fair enough.
but
We'll put that
slightly
there.
different. And then Sky is the best of all of them because it added the most.
All
It,
right,
it was basically it's basically the emerald of Time and Darkness.
fair enough. And also we got technically the remake of Red Rescue Team right here, the DX edition. Was it?
DX was not bad. DX was really good.
All right, well we'll put it right next to it. We'll put it right by it, just so it's fair.
Yeah.
Now we got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I forgot what this one was called.
Gates to Infinity.
Huh?
Gates to Infinity.
To Infinity.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's the same mystery. Like the story's like weaker, but I mean like it's the same gameplay altogether. Again, nothing I'd say is like bad about it, but I'm just heavily biased because I mean the Mystery Dungeon gameplay. I played Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. It's just a really good gameplay loop.
fair enough. I've really never played anything outside of Gates to Infinity and Super Mystery Dungeon. So if you're saying they're good, I can put them in S as well.
I mean, like you can put them in A or S just because, like, again, the story's just weaker compared to the others, but overall the gameplay is about the same.
All right, I'll put both of them in A just because they're not the greatest with story wise, but the other ones get S no matter what. Now we go on to Pokemon Rangers.
Oh, okay. So I've played the first Rangers. It's surprisingly hard.
Well,
It is
yeah,
a hard game.
but don't you have to be in a specific area to capture them? If you leave the area, you can't just keep the Pokemons.
So basically, how it works is you befriend Pokemon with your stylus
Mm-hmm.
thing, and then you can utilize them to clear obstacles or complete little missions. And after they help you, they usually leave. And sometimes they'll stay depending on like what it is. But basically that's like the idea is you solve puzzles by using little Pokemon that are around the area.
All right, listen, hear me out. I played all three of them. One gets A, but two and three get S.
Uh the one relating to because one of them was you can go like through time or whatever. You had like this little Pichu with you as
Yeah,
well.
that's the second one. That's the
Yeah,
Shadow Guardian Signs. That one was amazing.
yeah, yeah, Guardian Signs is really good. I remember playing that a lot more. The ukulele Pichu
Yeah, the
being
second
absolutely
one
busted.
deserves S tier at best. Very much so. You know what? Let's put all three of them in S, just because it's such a great series game. All right, next we got Pokemon Dream Radar.
This was really good for shiny hunters. Don't remember much else about it.
I mean, you could also get the three weather Pokemon from Black and White,
Yeah,
but
that was pretty much the main thing about it that I remember. I just don't remember playing it all that often outside of it.
yeah. Plus, really, there was also some events where hardcore Nuzlockers actually use it still, just to get some Pokemon. I'll put it in like A tier just because it's still pretty good. If you're okay with that.
Okay.
Next we got Pokemon Conquest.
Oh, I love this
I'm gonna be
game.
real with you. I never heard of it until now. So, well, I've heard of it recently, but I never played it before. So, what's it about?
So imagine, so you know, like Fire Emblem and stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine Fire Emblem, but with Pokemon. and also Japanese warlords.
Okay, so in other words, you want it immediately S tier, right?
God, it's so much better than it has any right being.
Fair enough. I'll put it in S. Next, we
They
got
also,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna go on a rant about it, but we can keep going.
No, you can go on a rant. Go ahead. We got time.
So Pokemon Conquest, its base story is basically you have to like conquer the entire region. The main villain is an actual fucking like named person that existed, and he has a fucking shiny Rayquaza
Of course he does. Why doesn't he?
and Zekrom. So, you basically you beat him, and then you unlock every other warlord, and you have different campaigns for each warlord.
Interesting.
Your warlords can level up, and basically they get new sprite art and armor, and all your Pokemon can also evolve and everything. It's like weirdly like there's a lot to the game.
So they tried doing something like, so kind of like Legends of Arceus. They tried something new and it worked out well, right?
It was based off of another game that existed, but even still, it was like really good for what it was.
Fair enough. We'll keep it in S tier then, because it sounds like it actually would be fun. Maybe I'll try it out one day.
I recommend it. It's just a fun game.
Fair enough. Next, we got Detective Pikachu.
Uh, the new game that came out is utter garbage, but I heard the first game was good.
I mean, to be real with you, I prefer the movie over the games. Let's be honest. So,
True, the movie was surprisingly good in of its own.
I mean, Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. Of course, that makes the movie good.
Uh, I see.
Listen, Deadpool playing Pikachu, perfect. Anyways, I'll compromise with C tier then,
Yeah,
because
it's mostly just like average like a detective. You walk around, talk with people, solve puzzle game.
fair enough. Also, Detective Pikachu Returns isn't on this list, so we'll just pretend we'll put it in E tier.
It's really bad.
Yeah. Next, we got Pokemon Art Academy.
Imagine buying a coloring book, but it's on your DS.
So D tier, just because it's art. I mean, don't get me wrong. It sounds like it's good for art practicing, but I mean, why wouldn't you just
I
get a
think
coloring
I
book?
it it teaches you how to draw Pokemon. That's about the only cool thing about it. It
All
will
right,
like actually have a tutorial on it.
fine. We'll put it in C tier just to compromise.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Pokepark, the original.
Pokepark. Pokepark's good. I like Pokepark.
I mean, I like the second one better than the first one in my opinion, but both are pretty good.
They're both good. They're both good. Yeah.
All right, I'll put them both in S tier just because they're just good overall. Next we got Pokemon Quest. I'm biased on this because I don't care for this game.
I don't care for it either.
All right, can we just agree D tier?
Yeah, I didn't even bother playing that one.
Fair enough. Next we got Pokemon Link. If I remember correctly, Pokemon Link is a data transfer feature in the Generation 6 games is accessible from the start. Oh, no, we'll just put it in E just because it's just a link transfer. Same with Pokemon Channel because they don't count as games, so we won't count those.
Okay, fair, fair.
Let me look at this one. Link Battle. I'm gonna be real with you. I never heard of this game before. If you ever heard of Link Battle before,
No, I don't remember any of like the Link series.
all right, we'll just put them in haven't played. Channel goes to E tier just because it's not a game. Uh, my Pokemon Ranch. I haven't played this either, unless you have.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, these three games I never heard of before in my lifetime. Next we got Pokemon Snap.
Um, I mean, hey, everyone loves Snap. I haven't actually played it. I haven't even played the newer one, but apparently everyone likes that game.
I mean, all this
So
take a picture of Pokemon, but some people like it. I'll put them in
I,
both an A tier just to make it fair.
the new Pokemon Snap game looks really good. I'm not gonna like the graphics on it are amazing,
All
at
right,
least
fine.
in comparison to most Pokemon games.
You're
But
not wrong. So I'll put new Pokemon Snap in S tier, and I'll put Pokemon Snap. Oh, we'll put both of them in S tier. That's fine. Next we got Pokemon Pitcross.
what are these games?
Pitcross, I think that one is. Give me a second. Oh, so it's like a puzzle. You try and make a puzzle out of it.
Okay.
Um, so basically you have to move the X's down to draw. It's supposed to be a DS game, so because you have to use a stylus to draw like Pikachu so that you can catch it.
Huh.
I mean, it looks cool. Will I ever play it? No. So I'll leave it
Yeah,
in haven't
probably
played.
not.
What?
Yeah, probably not.
No.
I,
Next is Pokemon Box. It is a Nintendo GameCube Pokemon utility storage for trainers Pokemon. Yeah. So
yeah,
that's also E tier just because it's not a game
yeah.
itself.
I mean, it would probably be it's probably super useful, but I mean, it's just like a utility thing.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Next we got Pokemon Cafe Mix.
I have not played the game.
Really?
I uh,
A lot of people actually like this just for the relaxing like mellow area. So I haven't played it personally, but heard a lot of people say they like this game as well. I think A tier fits it well, like high A,
all right.
just because I heard
Yeah,
good
no,
reviews about it.
I just haven't really seen all that much of it, so
Fair enough. Next we got Pokemon Dash. Let
I
me guess, you never played it before, right?
yeah, no, I've heard of it though.
I mean, hey, at least you heard it this time. So this one is well, it came out 2004, so this was before the triathlon stuff. Oh wow, the graphics were horrible. All right, well that's a game I'm gonna say I haven't played before.
Yeah,
Next we got Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2.
I like them.
So do
Uh,
I.
I yeah, yeah, no, it's really good battle simulator stuff.
Exactly. You know what? I actually wanted to play them again, so I'm gonna put them in S tier because both of them were fun in my opinion. If you have any objections to it, let me know.
No, I don't really. I remember playing it because during Thanksgiving, one of the families they had a GameCube and they would always bring it, and it was literally just us playing on the GameCube.
Wait, you played Stadium on GameCube?
I remember it was one of them on the GameCube.
I thought they were both on 64. Let me look this up.
Maybe I'm like remembering it wrong because I do remember playing Stadium on.
I mean, the only games that were on GameCube was Coliseum and XD Gales of Darkness.
It might have just been. It might have been Coliseum, but I don't think so.
Even still, both those games are fun, so I'm putting them in S still.
Yeah.
Next we got the original Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color.
So I've seen gameplay of it. It's like here's the problem with card simulator games. They're just kind of bad.
So you think this one's pretty bad too? So you think E tier?
Yeah, I would not play this. I
Fair
mean,
enough.
maybe if like you're a fan of the card game back during Game Boy era.
I mean, maybe. Uh, I know there was a phone app for Pokemon trading card game that was fun. That deserved an S. Until they made Live, that goes down to E with this game as well. Because you don't even transfer all the Pokemon cards you had from the original,
Huh.
which is stupid. All right, so now this is going to be a little confusing because there's a lot of this game. So we have the Rumble series.
Pokemon Rumble. I didn't know they made another one.
They made
And
it.
there's one with Rabbit.
Well, there's Rumble World. Rumble World was my first actual Rumble game, so I
Uh,
say
I I played the OG Rumble on the Wii. That's what I remember.
I never played that one. How was it on Rumble for Wii?
Well, you see, we never actually owned it. It was just the demo, and I would speed run the entire game because I only had a couple hours to beat it. So I just learned how to speed run Rumble. That way, I could just play it over and over again, even though it was the demo.
Okay, how was the demo then?
It's fun. It's fun gameplay.
All right, so just because it's demo, I'll put it in A tier if you're okay with that.
Yeah. All right.
All right. And Rumble World next is which one's Rumble Blast? I think it's this one, or is it Rumble Rush? Because they're super. Wait, why is there Super Pokemon Rumble?
Rumble Blast. Rumble Blast is the one with Zekrom on it.
So Super
Yeah.
Rumble right here.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know why, but I guess that's a different boxer. But yeah, no, that's apparently Rumble Blast.
Okay. Have you ever played Rumble Blast before?
No, I do not remember playing Rumble Blast.
All right, let me look up into this. Yeah. Yeah, because there's different box art. Apparently, it's called Super and yeah, in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. That's why it's called Super. Interesting. So I say the Rumble series are so good. I'll put this one in A as well because let me see the reviews for it actually. Well, actually, we have never played them before, so we'll put this here. Have you ever played Rumble U before?
I've not played Rumble U, probably because of the U next to it.
You know what? I had a Wii U, and I'm surprised I never played this. So again, never played this one, but I have played World, and I think it deserves an A right by Rumble as well. I mean, it's like you go on a quest, you fight one specific boss, but along the way you can collect Pokemon with a chance to collect Pokemon along the way, and there's a story behind it as well.
Oh, that I'm sorry. That's really sad.
What?
So I was like, I'm looking at Rumble, like all the different like Rumble games or whatever, and I just see the hour of Rumble Rush's death draws near. It will go offline on July 21st, 2020. That's kind of sad.
Well, we already know what this goes to.
Oh man.
But hear me out. With Rumble World, I actually had fun with this game because I mean, I don't know. Have you ever played Rumble World for the 3DS?
No. I
Really?
only played the first Rumble.
My God, I played Rumble World. That one deserves an A. But Rumble Rush will go in E because it's dead. And these two I haven't played before, so we'll put them in never played. There's so many other spin-off games, but we'll just stick to the ones we have for now. So yeah, this is actually impressive for our tier list. I mean, most of the good games, like I said, were from side games for Pokemon. But other than that, I mean, overall, that was fun. What do you think, Brett?
Uh, a lot of good spin-off games, honestly, in terms of like Pokemon. So,
Yeah. Well, we don't know what we'll do for next time if we ever do a tier list thing again, but this was fun while it lasted. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you, Brett, for joining. This was fun with you, especially because you knew a lot about Pokemon as well as I did. You probably learned
Yeah.
more than I did. But other than that, yeah, hopefully next time we'll play a game actually instead of just trying to do tier list. But until then,
Yeah.
guys, see you next time. I'm BreadKnight, and this is BreadKnight signing out. Peace.
Sincere.